of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may now be seated.
Please welcome to the stage Mr. William Ryan.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, faculty members, parents, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2023. First, let me recognize our distinguished guests. Colonel Andrew Rodden, the commander of the 374th Airlift Wing, Colonel Julie Gollin, Vice Commander of the 374th Airlift Wing, Brigadier General General Wellens, Dr. Jacqueline Ferguson, Miss Anita McGrath, Miss Jenya Paris, Miss Hillary Simmons, Dr. Rebecca Villagomez, Mr. Jason Goodwin, and Mr. Fujiwara. Good evening and welcome to this momentous occasion, where we gather to celebrate the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and countless memories. It is with great honor and pride that I stand before you today as we bid farewell to our high school years and embark on the next chapter of our lives. Without further ado, I invite Colonel Andrew Rodden, Commander of the 374th Airlift Wing.
Good evening. The class of 2023. You also get to be class 50. Not everyone gets two numbers. So congratulations on being class 50. That's 49 years of legacy that have gone ahead of you to make your path ahead. As you go forward out of this, remember all the people that have helped you get here. As you go into this weekend and you get to celebrate being a former high school student who's now graduated, find someone to say thank you. Someone who helped you along the way. Someone that made a difference that got you to here. Many of you have been through multiple schools. You're military. You're part of a military education system. DODEA is a unique institution because it takes that group of kids that all come and go and lets you connect again and again and again. But what that's made you is some of the most resilient high school graduates that America gets. And then you started COVID on the high school experience. You've rocked it, you've got through all of that. Be proud of where you are today. Be proud of the future you have. And congratulations to you all.
Good evening. I would first like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the commander of the 374th Airlift Wing, Yokota Air Base, Japan, Colonel Rodden, the Vice Commander, Colonel Gollin, the DODEA Pacific East Superintendent, Dr. Ferguson, Mr. Fujiwara, Principal of our sister school, Fusa High, all General Officers, 06s, and Chief Master Sergeants and their equivalents, all our special guests, faculty, staff, students, friends, family, and most especially our 50th graduating class of 2023. My name is Dr. Villa Gomez, principal of Yokota High School, and it is an honor to welcome you again to Yokota High School's 50th commencement ceremony. Yokota High School celebrates 50 years of excellent service in educating, engaging, and empowering military-connected students to succeed in a dynamic world. Yokota High School opened its doors in 1973, welcoming military-connected students from all 6 branches of the U.S. Armed Forces. Since its opening, Yokota High School has continuously worked in partnership with families and local communities to provide a safe, academically inspiring environment in which students develop to their maximum potential as lifelong learners and responsible participants in an ever-changing global community. Our graduates are impacting the world as doctors, lawyers, and serving in the armed forces. We are proud to recognize the class of 2023 and look forward to our continued partnership over the many decades to come. On behalf of Yokota High School, it is such an honor to highlight the hard work, dedication, and achievements of our seniors as they work towards college and our career readiness. To give you some background of our seniors, we have about 13% of our seniors who attended Yokota High School just their senior year, 17% since their 11th grade year, 15% since their 10th grade year, 11% since their 9th grade year, 15% since their 8th grade year, 7% since their 7th grade year, 2% since their 6th grade year, 5% since their 5th grade year, 2% since their 4th grade year, 2% since their 3rd grade year, 2% since their 2nd grade year, 2% since their 1st grade year, and 7% since their kindergarten year. DODIA's mission is to educate, engage, and empower military-connected students to succeed in a dynamic world, and our seniors, no matter how long they have been in Yokota, they exemplify their resilience as military-connected students by striving for success throughout their elementary, middle, and high school years. Their hard work and dedication earned them a total of about $5,431,802 worth of scholarships. Majority of our seniors decided to attend a 4-year college with opportunities throughout the world, either attending international or U.S. universities. We have a student who accepted a military academy appointment at West Point. The remaining students will be pursuing other plans such as the military or other fields to fulfill their career path and or passions. And we are all certainly proud of our seniors. They certainly made their time at Yokota High School a memorable one for them. When asked what were some of their most memorable moments at Yokota High School, there was a trend of enjoying everything, from winning a Far East championship, to the traveling of long haul sports, to their experience in the marching band, to meeting lifelong friends, to going to pep rallies, to having advanced placement classes, to going to games or events with their friends, going to the homecoming dance and prom, to even Mr. Thep, who is, by the way, a living legend here at Yokota High School. The class of 2023 is a special one because they are part of our history, being the 50th graduating class, and I have no doubt in my mind that they will succeed in whatever they put their minds to, because they know that success just doesn't happen. It is a product of hard work and resilience. Thank you everyone for coming this evening to celebrate our students. Let's all give our 50th graduating class a big round of applause for all their hard work, dedication, and accomplishment towards this important milestone.
And now, it is my honor and privilege to introduce our salutatorian to you. Thank you for this honor, by the way. Braden is the second born of 5 in the Pratt family, and has lived in places such as Nevada, Germany, California, Texas, and now Japan currently. And within the next few years, Colorado, Brazil, and then Utah. During high school, Braden has been involved in sports such as football, swimming, water polo, wrestling, and soccer, and extracurriculars including marching band, concert band, and guitar. Braden was a member of the National Honor Society at O'Connor High School and is currently a member at Yokota High School. His favorite service opportunity on base is working at the post office. Braden's top favorite activities include sports such as water skiing, snow skiing, archery, and weightlifting, playing musical instruments including guitar, piano, clarinet, cello, trombone, and playing card games with friends and family. Braden will be doing sales in Denver, Colorado after graduation, and then will serve a Portuguese mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints for 2 years in the Sao Paulo Interlagos mission. After returning, he will be attending Brigham Young University in Provo, Utah. He would like to thank all of his wonderful teachers for their continued support throughout high school, his family, and parents for patience and assistance, and finally the graduating class of 2023, for faking it until we finally made it. Please welcome to the stage your 2023 salutatorian, Braden Pratt.
Thank you, Mr. Kuntz. Honestly, I had to give my doppelganger the chance to introduce me. He pulled me aside one day in school and he told me, I was walking down the hall and these students said, "Hey, Braden!" Except it was him, not me. So good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Yokota class of 2023, the 50th graduating class, I'd like to say welcome to all of our teachers, staff, friends, family, distinguished guests, and even the siblings who might have been forced to come. That was me 2 years ago, so I understand. First off, I'd like to apologize to our amazing English department, because this is the first time I've given an ungraded speech, so I'm going to take full advantage of conjugation. I think I said that word wrong, my bad. To my fellow graduates, I don't know how, but we made it, so fake it's how you make it, that's what my mom says. We made it past surprise quizzes, random pep rallies, long nights studying for tests, the mornings where we woke up and realized we didn't study for the test. Oops. Furthermore, when reality followed its natural tendency to do absolutely not what we planned, this class was both resilient and flexible. This podium moves. I bet. For example, no one planned COVID-19, although I think many of us can agree that it was quite difficult to breathe through those masks. Or, for all of us students, we were always terrified to death when we woke up late and realized we almost missed a Zoom call. And let's not forget our amazing teachers, because they had to survive an endless barrage of emails at 11:30 when we finally decided to ask questions about that assignment that was due at 11:59 p.m. So thank you, teachers. Our high school experience, if you think about it, was really quite unique. We're the only class that experienced high school before the pandemic, during the pandemic, and actually came back once things kind of got a little bit normal. But when is high school ever normal? So, I don't know. But what makes us Yokota students? Well, many of us, as was mentioned earlier, survived these sleepless long hauls where your neighbor would unknowingly fall asleep and make you your personal pillow. Or not to mention that 10 minutes later, you'd become another student's personal footrest. But okay, seniors, what really makes us Yokota students? Well, the truth is most of us started in different parts of the world with different backgrounds, cultures, and unique circumstances. But this year, many of us laughed together, made massive messes in culinary. Sorry, Chef O. And consulted our friends when we had absolutely no idea what to do on science. Even though this group of graduates is very different, it was our diversity and connectivity which gave this class strength and tremendous character. Never before this year had I seen a more wild and rambunctious group, though, of 60 or so sleep-deprived students, cheering, hollering, and screaming enthusiastically for sports such as our amazing undefeated basketball and track teams. There we go. Unlike many other schools at graduation ceremony, you might look to your left, you might look to your right, and you might not know the people next to you so well. This is not the case here at Yokota High School. Here at Yokota High School, despite our diversity, none of these graduates is unfamiliar with a student sitting nearby and has probably talked to them many times, because who else do we have to talk to? Then again, many of our classmates happen to actually be our neighbors, so I really do hope you know them by now. For many individuals, we're really all quite different, but this year we've walked the same halls, we've enjoyed Mr. Theck's amazing stories, and watched Matthew sprinting down the sideline at sporting events. It was quite enjoyable. And for some of us, we've even been pulled over by our friendly cops. We love you, officers. Graduates, at this time in our life, it is not only a time to be reflective, but it's also a time to be very grateful for the people who have made this possible. We owe so much to our amazing mentors, to our amazing family, friends, and our teachers, and anyone who made this possible. Without these people, the road here would be significantly different. Mr. Theck, Mr. Galvin, Mr. Miller are amazing math teachers. They might have been math teachers, but they taught far more than math. They taught the mathematics of life. One curious little equation is that life plus love equals happy. Life minus love equals sad. And if you solve those two equations, you happen to get life equals 1/2 happy and 1/2 sad. That's real life. Thank you, Mr. Theck. Thank you, Mr. Galvin. Thank you, Mr. Miller. Thank you, math teachers. In reality, life is what we make of both the good and the bad. Mr. Wagner, Miss Wagner, Mr. Simmons, our English department, anyone who basically had us write stuff, taught us to be bold and to be confident when expressing our passions, arguments, perspectives, as well as to be sympathetic, creative, and controlled through turbulence and arguments. Mr. Casidlo, Mr. Coons, Mr. Francis, our science teachers, taught us to be careful and responsible, because for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. And sometimes things get a little bit dangerous, such as Miss Seeley's class debates. Finally, to all of our teachers, especially our teachers involved in various arts and disciplines, they allowed us, or encouraged us, to follow our dreams. Ironically, most of them just let us sleep to see those dreams. But thank you to all the teachers who allowed us to follow our daydreams at least, and reminded us 10 minutes before the bell when we woke up that the assignments were due. And lastly, to our friends and families, where would we be without them? Your friends might have had to put up with you during school, or occasionally chase your car when you drove away, forgetting that you left something on the roof. But your families put up with you for far longer. And they never made us pay rent, which was great. Congratulations to all those parents especially, because guess what, when your senior leaves, you're unemployed. Never again will this class have more energy, enthusiasm, hair, or brain cells than we have today. So thank you parents, teachers, staff, friends, and all the guests, and still again, the siblings of the graduates who still might not want to be here. Thank you for coming, thank you for listening to me, and we made it at last. Thank you, and we will now be hearing from Miss Maya Turner.
Good evening, everyone. As we celebrate Yokota High School's 50th anniversary, we take a moment to reflect upon the fantastic journey that has brought us here today. We, as military students, come from all different walks of life, yet we share a common bond, a sense of pride in being a part of the Yokota community. I want to express our heartfelt appreciation to the teachers who have been the backbone of this school through thick and thin. These teachers are strong and caring and have profoundly impacted our lives. Our teachers have been our guiding lights in the stormy sea of high school. They have remained steadfast through the ups and downs, illuminating the way forward with their wisdom, compassion, and dedication, preparing us for the challenges that lie ahead. We truly admire our teachers' ability to connect with us. In these off-topic conversations, we see them more as just dispensers of knowledge, but as wise individuals who shape us through their experience and guidance. So, to the avid rock climbers, the nurses, the veterinarians, the scholars, the one who remembers everything, the wise one who keeps it real, and most importantly, oh wait, hang on, the one who uses their pets as examples for math, can't forget you, Mr. Galvin. And most importantly, to the people who have been there every step of the way, we say thank you. Oh my God. You have shown us that there is more to life than just grades as scores. You have taught us to be curious, kind, and passionate about the things that we love. As we move on to this next chapter of our lives, we will carry the lessons you have taught with us. We will remember the late nights studying for exams, the laughs we shared during lunch, and the wisdom you have imparted. We may not always express it, but we are grateful for everything that you have done for us. Thank you for making a difference in our lives, and thank you for celebrating this special occasion with us. Congratulations on 50 years of excellence. The Yokota High School seniors would like to say, thank you so much. I would now like to welcome Mr. Wagner to the stage.
You're just a little taller than I am. All right, first, if you'll excuse me for just a moment. As the prefect of discipline, you are all assigned an out-of-school detention tomorrow for your creative and extensive decoration of my land yard, which is outside right now. You can read all about it, and you will all hear about it. Be that as it may, I have the honor of introducing the valedictorian. Lily Wellens attended Kukusaki High School in Okinawa, Japan her freshman year, and spent the rest of her high school attending Yokota. She has been involved in many extracurricular activities through her time at Yokota High School. She is co-captain of the Model United Nations team, you betcha. Vice President of the National Honor Society, Treasurer of the SGA, Varsity Soccer co-captain, Varsity Volleyball co-captain, co-editor of the Sun Tribune, a member of the Culinary Far East team, and a member of the Student Ambassadors. Outside of school, she has worked in an internship at USFJ, scanning and archiving historic Joint Committee documents, and has spent many hours volunteering in her community. In fact, it's hard to look where Lily isn't. Lily will be attending UCLA this fall to study political science and international relations. And by the way, she's very smart. Lily, congratulations. Mama.
Thank you, Mr. Wagner, for that amazing introduction. And thank you to all the students, parents, teachers, and staff who have made these past 4 years everything that they were. I know that at least from my experience, I could not have gotten even close to the achievements that I've made throughout my academic journey if it was not for the guidance and support from my mom, my dad, my brother and sister, and all of my loving family back in the States. And so I would just like to give a moment of gratitude to not only my family, but every one of my fellow graduates' families for everything that they have done for us. It is my honor today to have a moment to reflect on and address such a strong-willed and incredible student body. Having been a part of this class since my sophomore year, I can personally vouch for all the laughs, cries, and celebrations of countless milestones throughout our high school years. We have all faced many challenges in high school, whether they are personal, physical, or academic, but each one helped us get one step closer to today. So as your valedictorian, I would like to speak to you all today on an essential element of our growth, the ability to learn from our mistakes. The word mistake has kind of been driven into our minds, this concept of failure, something to be ashamed of. Its negative connotation has plagued us throughout our lives into thinking that making one brings out undesirable punishments and feelings of regret. This implication, however, is so harmful and really so far from the truth. But for many years, it was a mindset that I strictly adhered to. Starting high school, I was your classic, no-nonsense, goody-two-shoes girl. I stayed out of the drama, hung out with all the right kids, and I did everything I could to please everyone. Things were great, but eventually the pressure and anxiety of doing everything right and never making the wrong move caused me to spiral. I began to embody all the things that I swore to myself that I would never become, and I ultimately suffered some of the worst consequences. I broke my heart, I lost my best friend, and I lost my sense of who I was. And so from there, I had to build up from rock bottom. And I can't deny it was one of the hardest things that I had to do. Mainly because not many people knew what was going on. But eventually, things got better, life got a little brighter, and most importantly, I learned. I learned the toughest way that you could, but at the end of the day, I could never be more grateful for that experience, because making those mistakes and having to face them up front was a catalyst that I needed to grow and to become the person that I am today. During our high school years, every one of us has faced a similar dilemma, whether it was missing the buzzer-winning shot, bombing a presentation, or even hurting someone that we loved and cared about. In these moments, it's easy to feel defeated, to let the weight of our mistakes define us. However, true strength lies not in avoiding mistakes, but learning from them and using them as incentives for growth and understanding. Mistakes are not a reflection of our worth. They are a testament to our courage to try. They demonstrate our willingness to step out of our comfort zones and embrace the unknown. So, fellow graduates, I want to change this mindset that we have about mistakes from one not of negativity and regret, but as an opportunity for growth and self-improvement. As we embark on the next steps in our lives, whether it be pursuing higher education, entering the workforce, or serving our communities, we must all remember to keep in mind all the lessons that we have learned from our mishaps and use them to grow. Continue to embrace failure for what it is, an integral part of the learning process and an opportunity to motivate us to do better. But learning from mistakes is not just about personal growth. It extends to the world around us. We are the inhabitants of a planet burdened by the mistakes of previous generations. Climate change, social injustices, and economic disparities, just to name a few. It is our responsibility to learn from those mistakes and work towards a better future together. Let us be the generation that chooses sustainable practices over short-term gains. Let us be the generation that chooses equality over discrimination. And let us be the generation that chooses compassion over indifference. In conclusion, my fellow classmates, our high school journey has taught us that mistakes are not roadblocks, but stepping stones on the path to success. Embrace your mistakes, for they hold the key to unlocking your full potential. Embrace the mistakes of the world, for they offer opportunities for growth and change. Together, as we learn from our mistakes, we have the power to shape a brighter future. Congratulations, class of 2023. May our mistakes be the foundation upon which we build our success. Thank you. Now, I would like to welcome Angela Sylvain for a parent appreciation speech.
To our distinguished guests, faculty, parents, guardians, and friends. As the class president of 2023's graduating class, I'd like to take this opportunity to express our appreciation to the parents and guardians who have helped us in our journey to graduation. You have always been there for us. Through the crashing waves of life, the pain of leaving our old friends behind, and even moving halfway across the world, you have stood by us. You were the keystone to our world, holding us together as we learned how to ride a bike, take the bus for the first time, and now watching us get ready to walk across the stage for graduation. Now as you step out into the world, preparing to go to college, or other ventures that life awaits, we will never forget all that you have taught us, including all the nagging reminders to clean our room and to do the homework that we forgot about. And despite all the rebelling and attitude that we may have given you, intentional or not, you have continued to support us because you knew what we were capable of. And you have pushed us towards that. You supported us into growing who you knew that we could be. And we will continue to hear your voices in our heads as we move on to change the world. Thank you for making our senior year special, giving us a taste of freedom while still reeling us back to the ground. A special thank you is due to the senior moms and dads who worked tremendously hard to provide us with opportunities throughout the year to make special memories. From senior sunrise to filling our stomachs of food on Halloween and New Year's, thank you for making our senior year special and so much more memorable. So Mom and Dad, we are finally ready to run on our own 2 feet. From your guidance and wisdom, we will go out into the world to do great things and make even greater changes. We are ready for the infinite possibilities that await us, and thank you to all that you have done for us. We can never forget nor thank you enough for being our biggest supporters. Graduates, please rise and make your way off the stage to grab a flower and go say hi to your families. Thank you.
There's no way you just use the hairpin.
Now please give a warm welcome to Miss Davy Overton to the podium.
Good evening, everyone. Sorry if I sound a little weird right now. I kind of just bawled my eyes out. My name is Davy Overton, and I will be introducing tonight's commencement speaker, Mrs. Wagner. Miss Wagner was raised in Northern California in the Sacramento River Delta region. After graduating from high school, she attended college in San Jose to become a registered nurse. Missing the coast that she loved so much, she moved to Monterey, California for her first job as a trauma nurse. During her 14 years there, she taught paramedics and EMTs and spent a lot of time on the beach. She also met the wonderful Mr. Wagner, who swept her off her feet, married, and moved to Ankara, Turkey, where she was the U.S. Embassy nurse. While raising two daughters and traveling around the world, Miss Wagner decided to go back to college, receive her Bachelor's of Arts in English and Secondary Education, a Master of Arts in Teaching, and remained here in Japan after Mr. Wagner retired from the United States Air Force. They have two daughters, Marin and Brett, who both attended schools on Yokota Air Base and graduated from YHS. They also have two grandsons, one who loves sushi and lacrosse, and one who is just 7 months old and loves everything. Now please welcome Mrs. Wagner.
David, thank you. That was really nice. Thank you. Graduates of the class of 2023, distinguished guests, family, friends, and faculty, it is truly a great honor to be asked by this class to give the commencement address. But before I begin, I want to introduce and honor someone who's been an integral part of the history of Yokota and this senior class. Sylvia Psyche, as a teacher at Mendel Elementary School, has influenced, taught, mentored, and supported 2 generations of students at Yokota. Those students, this community, and their influence on the world are better because of her, Sylvia. Her husband and her grandson traveled here from Hawaii to see the graduating class of the last 2 students of her 6th grade, Eli Francis and Allison Mahone. Ladies and gentlemen, Sylvia Psyche. I was so proud as I watched each of you walk down the aisle. I was also thinking that many adults in the audience had visions of their own graduations, memories that we tuck away that come back at times like this. You are the 50th graduating class of Yokota High School, and I am sure that most of you can't even imagine 50 years ago, right? So, here are a few happenings from back in the day. U.S. troops withdraw from Vietnam, and the U.S. involvement in the Vietnam War ends. Skylab was the first United States Space Station launched by NASA. Walkie-talkies were popular Christmas gifts. You know what they are? The World Trade Center in New York becomes the tallest building in the world. If ever a musical style defined a decade, now don't laugh, disco was the definition of the 1970s with artists such as Earth, Wind and Fire, Stevie Wonder, ABBA, the Eagles, Michael Jackson, and the Bee Gees. The Exorcist was the most popular film, followed by American Graffiti. MASH won an Emmy for Outstanding Comedy Series. You'll like this one. Hostess Twinkies, Ding Dongs, and Ho-Hos were the most popular new snacks. A gallon of gas averaged 39 cents. Ouch. But the minimum wage was $1.60 per hour. Can you imagine the stories from 50 years ago? Every one of us has unique stories. You are your own stories, made from images, events, times of being resilient, resourceful, funny, frightened, and brave. Chapter after chapter, you are crafted and created. Yes, I have a few words of wisdom and advice as you leave high school and venture out. But you know me, I always have one more story to tell. Once upon a time, many, many years ago, a young and seemingly confident high school graduate, okay, it's me, drove away to college in my used 12-year-old 1955 green Chevy that my grandfather bought me. The Beatles, the Beach Boys, Jefferson Airplane blasting out of the radio. I had 4 cardboard boxes of belongings in the back seat, had exactly $26 in my purse, and yes, I was frightened out of my mind. Several years of nose to the grindstone, exhaustion, friendships, tears, and laughter followed. The hard work paid off, and I experienced a very rewarding career in nursing. Fast forward about 25 years. I'm now married to the amazing Mr. Wagner. We have 2 sensational daughters and 2 charming grandsons. Many chapters in my story have passed, but the next chapter brings me to you. Curious and feeling the urge to try something new, I returned to college. Having always been a lover of literature, poetry, and writing, I also discovered my love of teaching and teenagers with their creative minds, free spirits, and open hearts. And this is how my story brings me to Yokota High School to teach English, and I'm living happily ever after. I've taught some of you since 9th grade, others of you just arrived this year, and some I did not have the pleasure of your company in my classroom. But because of our conversations in the hallway in Mr. Wagner's room, our little chats when you came in to borrow computers or grab a snack, seeing you at the games, concerts, or bagging my groceries at the commissary. Thank you, class of 2023, from deep in my heart for letting me know your stories. Like you, I'm on a journey, and every day I look at you and realize that this is what life is all about. The stories of my students and all the people I meet in life. The stories of a lifetime of wisdom. We all love a good story. We search for answers to whom and what we are. Books have saved lives, created lives, given new directions, wowed and angered us, all at the same time, just as they will you and just as you will do. I watch you, I learn from you, I believe in you, and you give me joy. Here's that one piece of advice. Stay in touch with your friends. I graduated from high school, here it comes, in 1967. I can hear those calculators whirling. There, now you finally know. But here's the point. I'm still in touch with my graduating class. We send out an update at least twice a month. So many years have passed, and still we remain connected, sharing our stories with one another. And now my words of wisdom. A young friend of ours told me recently, if all you experience in life is success, you have learned nothing. If all you experience in life is success, you have learned nothing. I ask you to think of knowledge as a theme in your lives as you grow into adulthood and even through your adult years. If you fail at something, sadness comes into your life, or your plans go awry, you will have learned valuable lessons. Remember those sometimes elusive themes in literature, such as goodness really does win out over evil. Love for humanity can conquer hate, and people really do have the capacity to change. Knowledge and wisdom are yours to find, your thing to develop as your stories continue, and your key to learning who you really are. We tried, right? You are headed out into a world that is somewhat broken. Please take care of it and do your part to help heal it. According to the Maori of New Zealand, we do not inherit the earth from our ancestors, we simply borrow it from our children. I wish you wisdom, knowledge, peace, and love on your journeys as you keep working on your next chapters. Again, thank you for this honor. Now go forth and let's get this party started.
Like the lady said, let's get this party started. Ladies and gentlemen, as the senior class sponsor and the MC for the last 6 years, it is my responsibility to read the names, but it's mainly my honor. It is my honor to read these names too, and I'm so proud to do so. But ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to present these graduates with their diplomas, presented by our principal, Dr. Villa Gomez, assistant principal, Mr. Goodwin, counselors, Ms. Kelly and Ms. Narciso, and the Pacific East Superintendent, Dr. Ferguson. We invite family and guests to applaud their graduate, but we ask you observe decorum befitting this formal ceremony and allow all graduate names to be heard. As a senior class sponsor, it is my great privilege to present the graduates of the class of 2023 to you now, along with a few words about their future plans, thanks they would like to give, or a favorite memory of high school. In addition to receiving your diploma, seniors, we would also like to acknowledge all of your efforts with a Yokota High School commemorative coin. Remember, once a Panther, always a Panther. Altea Abalos. After graduation, Taya is going to be moving to Washington, D.C. and working. Damian Jerome Abrams, Jr. After graduation, Damian plans to attend the University of Arizona for a degree in biology. We'd like to thank his parents for pushing him to do his best and never accepting anything less from him. Frederick Deshaun Bryant Sally. Graduation, Deshaun plans to attend Texas Tech University. We'd like to thank his teachers who have helped him to be who he is on the way. Ethan Marshall Buss with honors. For graduation, Ethan plans on going to the University of Oregon. He will be majoring in chemistry. We would like to thank his parents for always supporting him and teaching him valuable life lessons. Aurelia Rain Anila Caldwell. Gap year and afterwards attend college the following year. She would like to thank her dad, Vanessa, siblings, and Danny for always being there for her and making her laugh during hard times. Francis Serta Jr. For graduation, Francis plans to pursue a degree in cybersecurity. He would like to thank his sister, parents, and God, and his best high school memory was prom. Jazira Nicole Coburn. After graduation, Jazira plans to attend University of Maryland Global Campus, where she will major in criminal justice and continue her studies in chemistry. She would like to thank her parents and teachers for keeping her grounded and inspiring her to drive and strive to do better. Noah Dylan San Nicolas Cruz. Will be joining the military after graduation. He'll be training to be a firefighter at Goodfellow Air Force Base in Texas. We would like to thank his family for being extremely supportive and loving. He says thank you. Simon Davis. Graduation, Zeman plans to take a gap year and play basketball. We'd like to thank his parents for always being there for him. Love you, Mama, Papa, Sia, Ania, and Baba. Jordan Bailey Dean with honors. After After graduation, Jordan plans on attending Angelo State University and plans on majoring in nursing. We'd like to thank her family for loving and supporting her. Angelo James DeFazio. After graduation, AJ plans to stay in Japan for a year and attend the University of Maryland Global Campus. We'd like to thank his parents for always supporting him and helping him. Angelica Coco Eddy. After graduation, Coco plans to attend Syracuse University to study mechanical engineering. She would like to thank her parents, friends, and Sergeant Rand for always supporting her and being there for her. Eli Edward Francis. After graduation, Eli plans to acquire his associate's degree from UMGC. We would like to thank Mr. Theck for the advice to always hug your mother, and his best high school memory was every drama play that he performed. Jaden Javier Franklin. After graduation, Jaden plans to join the United States Air Force. We would like to thank his parents, Alvin and Christine Franklin, for always being there for him. Paul Abel Franks. After graduation, Paul plans to return to America, where he plans to work for the Virginia Department of Correction. We would like to thank his parents for pushing him to do his best, and his best memory was going on long-haul sports trips. Brody Mark Galis, with honors. Graduation, Brody plans to attend Colorado College. He would like to thank his father and his mother for continuing to help him, and all of those who laugh with him. Daniela Maria Garcia. After graduation, Danny plans to attend Niagara University in New York. We'd like to thank her parents, sisters, and teachers for always supporting and helping her. And her favorite high school memory was meeting her bestie, Aurelia. Kai Seth Garcia. After graduation, Kai plans on taking a road trip to Massawa, then getting a job. We would like to thank his family for all their hard work, and his favorite high school memory was coming home to his family. Zane U. Gutierrez. After graduation, Zane plans to attend Colorado School of Mines. We'd like to thank his parents and teachers who helped him through high school. Lastly, special shout out to Mr. Wagner, Mr. Theck, Mr. Palmer, and Senior Master Sergeant Rand. Emma Larissa Hardy, with honors. Emma plans to attend Brigham Young University to study international relations and Japanese. We'd like to thank her parents for being her biggest supporters and her teachers who saw her potential and never let her settle for less. Kobe Drio Hilliard. After graduation, Kobe plans on studying computer science in college. We would like to thank his friends and family for making school fun. His best high school memory was eating lunch with his friends. Carmelo Holmes. After graduation, Carmelo plans on enlisting in the United States Air Force and becoming a firefighter. We would like to thank his family and friends and whoever supported him. Matthew Mark Holman Jr. Jacksonville University, majoring in exercise science with hopes of becoming a coach or physical therapist. We would like to thank his mom for always pushing him even when he didn't want it, and Coach Gowan and Senior Master Sergeant Rand for believing him. Marlia Elise Johnson. After Marlia graduates, they plan on attending a college for a bachelor's in computer science and hope to get a career in computer engineering. She'd like to thank her little sister Maubrey, for being the #1 homie. Michael Donovan Caston. After graduation, Michael plans to major in architecture at the University of Oklahoma. He would like to thank his family, friends, and teachers with a big shout out to Sergeant Rand, Mr. Wagner, and Mr. Thang. Colin Kirby with honors. After graduation, Colin plans to study biomedical engineering at George Mason University. He would like to thank his parents, teachers, and friends for supporting him through high school. Cade Alexander Kirkpatrick. Cade plans on attending Slippery Rock University to pursue a major in music education and possibly learning how to play the oboe. We'd like to thank his parents, partner, friends, and teachers for pushing him to be who he is now. Isabel Kathleen Kaiser. After graduation, Isabel is off to community college before transferring to Auburn University to major in film and media studies. She would like to thank her parents for supporting her and her friends for giving her the most fun 2 years of her life. Earl Maverick Catadria Larino. After graduation, Earl is going to enlist in the United States Air Force, and he would like to thank his parents for support and being there for him. Richard James Lehman. Richard plans to join the U.S. Air Force as an EMT. He would like to thank his teachers and his parents for supporting him through his time in high school. Allison Shea Mahone with honors. After graduation, Allison plans to attend the College of William & Mary and major in classical studies. She would like to thank her parents, friends, and teachers, and especially her 5th grade teacher, Miss Psyche. Jay Mahone. Jay plans to major in software engineering at the University of Maryland Global Campus. They would like to thank all of the teachers they learned from and their time in Yokota High School. Sydney Claire McDonald with honors. Graduation, Sydney plans to attend Texas A&M. She would like to thank her family and friends for giving her love and support the whole time. And her best high school memory was going to Korea to compete in Far East with her friends. Davany Louise Overton with honors. Davany is planning to attend Maryland Institute College of Art to major in illustration. She thanks her friends and family for always supporting her artistic passions, and thanks Ms. Otani for supporting her throughout her language journey. Travis Akihito Popovich. Travis would like to thank his mom and dad for their support. He went to 4 different high schools in 4 years. His favorite time in those 4 years was prom by far. It was a blast. Travis is going to college and striving to be an art teacher and animator. Kenai Awastine Post. Graduation, Kenai plans to go straight to work before going to school to attend his bachelor's in visual arts. He would love to thank his parents, his family, his Uncle Bob, his friends, and all the teachers and role models that have helped him giving the power of knowledge and social skills. Braden Allen Pratt with honors. After graduation, Braden will serve a 2-year LDS mission in Sao Paulo, Brazil, and then attend Brigham Young University. We would like to thank his teachers and parents for their support and patience. William Tate Rano. graduation, Tate will go to Montana State University, start rock climbing, and major in computer engineering. He would like to recognize his coaches, teachers, and family that pushed him to try harder. William Douglas Rhine with honors. William plans to attend the United States Military Academy. He would like to thank his parents for never letting him settle for less than the best, and his favorite high school memory was story time with Mr. Theck. Line 2. Nicholas Robert Romero with honors. After graduation, Nick plans to attend Texas Tech University in a year. He would like to thank his parents, his older sister, and his previous teacher, Miss Barber, for getting him into education. Piper Helena Rose with honors. After graduation, Piper plans on attending Waseda University. She would like to thank her parents for supporting and encouraging her, and her siblings for keeping her life interesting. Jaden Royster. Jaden plans on taking a gap year. He's going to work, play soccer, and figure out what he wants to do with his life. He would like to thank his parents and his siblings for always pushing him to do better. McKaylee Nicole Sales. After graduation, McKaylee plans to become a mechanic. We'd like to thank Miss Pasco and Mr. McKibben for being there to help her all 4 years. She would most importantly like to thank her mom, brother, and sister. Bradley Allen Shirley. Bradley is going to attend Brigham Young University in Idaho and serve a mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Jeremiah Anthony Simmons. Jeremiah has plans to live with his parents until the end of his father's Japan tour. He will learn what he must do and do everything that he can, and he wants to thank his family, close and far, and his 5th grade teacher, Mr. Whitehead. Senna Solberg. After graduation, Senna plans to attend Oregon State University for soccer. He would like to thank his parents for always being there for him and everyone that supported him. I love you, Mom and Dad. He loves you, Mom and Dad. Arissa Souza with honors. After graduation, Arissa plans to attend University of Maryland Global Campus. She would like to thank her parents, Piper and Julia, for always being there for her during her high school years. Angela I. Sylvain with honors. Angie plans to attend the University of Washington with a major in biochemistry. She would like to thank her parents and teachers for always supporting her and pushing her to do her best. Alicia Shiori Tanoe. Wow. Lisa plans on attending Colorado State University to major in biochemistry. She would like to thank her parents and peers for the endless support they've given her. Sofia Bella Ancheta Teodoro. Sophia plans on taking a gap year to learn about the world and travel. We would like to thank her supportive parents, weird siblings, wonderful teachers, and encouraging peers. Matthew Dylan Tomas. After graduation, Dylan plans to attend Cal State San Marcos. He would like to thank his mom, dad, sister Courtney, brother Nick, and his best friend Ollie for always being there for him. Maya Trinice Turner with honors. Pursuing a bachelor's degree in biology with a focus in biomedical sciences at the University of Arizona. She would like to thank her parents for keeping her in line, her friends for their wonderful adventures, and her teachers for their endless support. Omeli Vargas. After graduation, Omeli plans to attend Texas State University next spring. She would like to thank her parents and everybody who came to support. Lily Mercer Wellens with honors. After graduation, Lily will be attending University of California, Los Angeles to pursue a degree in international relations. She would like to thank her parents, brother, sister, and all the amazing teachers she has had over the years. Keo Huna Whiteford. Keo plans to attend a language program in South Korea for a couple of months before going to college and majoring in biology. We would like to thank her parents and teachers for being the biggest support she has had over the years. Marcus Ryuto Woods with honors. Graduation, Marcus plans to attend Cal State San Marcos. We'd like to thank his parents, teachers, and coaches for shaping who he is today. And last, but certainly not least, Michael Howard Woodworth, Jr. Going to Temple University, and would like to thank his parents, his Opa, and all of his coaches, Miss Spears, and his favorite memory was every long haul.
Thank you for the applause. All right. So, on behalf of the faculty and staff of Yokota High School, congratulations again, seniors. Our 50th class. Wow. You've worked so hard through your grit, efforts, and determination to arrive at this momentous occasion. As masters of your own destiny, you are behind the wheel. You'll be fine. Dare I say, you are golden. We wish you good luck in your future endeavors, and know that wherever you are, you can always call Yokota home. Once a Panther, always a Panther. So, Dr. Villagomez, I present to you the class of 2023.
As principal, I certify that these seniors have met all the requirements set forth for graduation. On behalf of the Department of Defense Education Activity Director, Mr. Tom Brady, Regional Director for Student Excellence, Ms. Lois Rapp, and Pacific East Superintendent, Dr. Jacqueline Ferguson, and by the authority vested in me as principal of Yokota High School, and by the Department of Defense Education Activity, I hereby declare you graduates of the class of 2023 Yokota High School.
Today is a momentous occasion, a day that we've all been looking forward to for years. As we gather here to celebrate our graduation, I would like to take a moment to reflect on our journey and all the accomplishments that we have made. I stand here before you, looking back on 4 years of legacy, some of which we have moved with us, and some of which we've all had the opportunity to make together. But regardless of wherever we have come from or when we have arrived, our class has always graciously accepted any new addition to the beautiful mosaic that is the 50th graduating class of Yokota High School. As a class, we've achieved so much. We've continually shown resilience, doing our best to adapt and transition to any new obstacle being a military-affiliated child presents us with. We've excelled in our studies, represented our school in events across Asia, and most importantly, made lasting memories with friends and loved ones. But our success did not come without sacrifice and hard work. We spent countless hours studying for AP exams and training hard for every Far East event. We juggled our academic commitments with part-time jobs, internships, and volunteer work. And we navigated a global pandemic that disrupted our lives in ways that we could never have imagined. But now, as we are here on the precipice of our future, about to take our first steps into the next chapter of our lives, I encourage you all to reflect on the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and commitment to our education and personal growth. And as you turn the tassel, let us use the skills and knowledge that we've gained to make a positive impact in the world and pursue our passions and determinations. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Graduation tassels date back to the 14th century. European universities use tassels to represent different levels of academic achievements. Above all else, the tassel is a remembrance of your friends, favorite classes, and most memorable moments through your academic journey. To my fellow graduates, I'm honored to have been a part of this journey with you. Congratulations on this remarkable achievement. Graduates, please rise. It is an honor as your valedictorian to lead you in the turning of the tassels. Graduates, please move your tassels from the right side to the left.